What is it about a single mom who's working so hard, who's raising two great kids and helping the community? What is it about that that makes other people say, if you put a target on her back, I'll join you? How does that happen?
In life, people have different common denominators. Sometimes they can build something in a very nice, unified manner, but you can also build and bond on hate.
There's a course of control bill that you're trying to push forward. Why do you feel so strongly about it?
I tried for a very long time to make everything work. I forgave things I should have never forgiven, things that were not just cruel, but mean and painful. I remember he's punched walls, he's punched things in my car and broken things. Very violent. Actually, that was part of the coercive control that I experienced because I wanted my kids to have a relationship, and I would beg and I would email and I would call his family's house because he wouldn't even give me a phone number for him. I still to this day don't have a phone number for my children's father, but he said the only way he would get on the phone and have a relationship is if I would be still married to him and move to him in another country where he lives.
Does he ever come to this country to see the children?
And when I met him, he actually didn't tell me that he had overstayed in America for like 7 years. So because he overstayed for so long, he was given a 10-year ban. Well, right now, the rabbinic ruling is actually that he has to be under psychological care or he's not allowed to interact with the children.
You have a psak halacha for this?
Yes, I do. I think everyone knows how bad a situation has to be for a Beis Din to decide that, and that's what they decided. There was a point when we were very concerned about a get given not being valid because of his mental health. It was talked to me by people on both Beis Dins, and we really had to push forward. It was an all or nothing moment, and Baruch Hashem, I was able to secure this get.
You're not in Agunah now, is that correct?
Now I've received my get, but for 2 years and a month, I was in Agunah.
Has he at the very least provided child support for these children? Who are, by the way, adorable. Like, they are so sweet. They're beautiful, sweet children, and I see future advocates in them for the community because they look at what you do. I see the way they look at you. They're so proud of what you do, and they are proud to be part of it.
Beis Din actually ordered that he start paying child support last September because that is when we officially closed the arbitration, which took 2 years, which was a requirement actually made by him to give me a get. And we concluded that arbitration, and they said that starting last September he should pay every month, and he has not.
I'm very proud of my children. I do think they're going to grow up and they're going to advocate for people. And I think that some of that, much of that, is going to be because of all that I've done with them. But some of that is going to be because of what their father has not done for them. My ex abandoned me. He abandoned his family, and I was thrown into this life of a single mother, working and trying to make, whatever I could of the situation. And it wasn't a pleasant experience, but at least at the end of the day, I have experience that helps me help others.
I think the community would be so lucky to have you as a representative, not just the Frum community. I think all communities here. I think that you connect with people like I've never seen a candidate do. I've been with you when you're out there on the street. I've seen the way you connect with homeless people. I've seen the way you connect with wealthy people. I've seen the way you connect with laboring people, and just you're incredible. You connect with everyone, with children, with older, with seniors. You have that charisma and empathy that really is just very, very rare.
I just really care about people. I've just went through a lot in my life, and I think that there are so many people that I understand their stories, and I want to help them, and I know how to help them. Sometimes I know from work experience, but many times I know from just having to go through a lot of pain.
There's something so ironic about that, because I feel like your whole campaign is about unity. And in some twisted way, you are the catalyst. Against your own will, you unify people because they have a common enemy.
If you have a common feeling of trauma that you experienced, maybe from a divorce where you weren't happy with your wife, and then you have a friend who also was in a similar situation, people bond this way. They feel that they were wrongly accused or wrongly denied something, and it's coming out on me. I will say these people have put a ton of effort into all their dissemination of false information, but if they would pick a good cause, if they would pick a cause that was really important and it was something that was really true and accurate, they might be able to affect something really positive. I would invite them to do that. I think that would be amazing.
I've seen you at a lot of Agunah rallies, and I think it's amazing to have someone who is using this opportunity to bring visibility to a terrible epidemic in our society, in every Jewish community, and this has been going on for centuries. What are your feelings or thoughts on the topic of parental alienation?
I'm against all forms of coercive control. I'm against anything from withholding a get to withholding children. That's not acceptable. And it just reminds me why this campaign that I'm running is really important for the community, the entire district. And at the end of the day, this is what we're fighting for, helping people. Paid for by friends of Amber Adler.